You know him from the world of Marvel, Invincible, Walking Dead. Make some noise right now for the one and only Ross Marquand. What's up, brother? Good to see you again, man. Yes.
Such a big couch. Thank you for this.
Yeah.
Which should I be here?
Wherever you like. You can lay down if you want,
lay
take a
down?
nap. I'll break dance or something for next foot. No, man.
You gonna break dance?
I can.
Are you a b-boy?
For 28 years, man.
you serious?
Since I was 13, yeah, brother.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding.
Let's see what you got. Let's yeah. Should we? Right? Oh snap. Okay. Wow. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Let's get some music. Whoa! What? Oh my God! What?
Yeah. And I also have done parkour for many years
I was
as well.
about to say.
Yes.
With the parkour move at the end, no
Yeah.
less. Holy, let's give it up. That was amazing. Okay.
Your turn.
All right. Yeah.
Yes! And pose. We did it! We did it. Way better than mine. Way better. You win.
I have never seen you move like that. That was
Yeah, well, I appreciate that, man. Thanks for the
You
opportunity.
had that secret move in you. That was,
I have a whole arsenal. And so do you. You have
not
one
like
of the,
that.
No,
Jeez.
but in other realms, you are tremendously talented.
Thank you.
I wanted to ask you this. I have a game I want to play, first of all.
Okay.
We'll get to that in a minute.
This sounds like the beginning of every Saw movie.
Yeah, right?
It's like,
Let's play a game.
Let's play a game. Yeah.
Can you do that voice?
How does he sound again? I'm trying to remember.
It's just like a...
Would you like
Hello.
to play a game? No, yeah.
Let's play a game.
Yeah. Would you like? No, I gotta work on it. Sorry.
Oh,
Not there-
yeah.
Not there yet. Yeah.
Well, next time.
Next time. Yeah.
I wanted to know, because you're so versatile with so many different abilities that you can do, voices you can do. Do you ever find that to be a problem, or like casting directors not knowing like where to place you because you can do so much?
No, well, the funny thing is, like, a lot of people in the industry just know me as the voice guy, and they're like, "Oh, you do like regular acting too?" I'm like, "Yeah, I did, you know." Yeah. But it actually helped me get the job for Mad Men. I played Paul Newman on one episode of Mad Men, and that honestly helped me get the job because the director had seen some of my impression work, and he was like, "I think this guy could do it." Yeah. But yeah, sometimes it works out in your favor, and sometimes they're like, "Nah, he's the impression guy. We're good, you know."
Yeah. Well, there's so many projects that you've been a part of that we're all fans of. Being a part of the Marvel universe, I mentioned it when you walked up. Being in Invincible, and so many different fandoms that you're a part of. It has to be like a tremendous feeling to just be a part of all these projects and have these fandoms. Like, how does it feel when you go to these conventions? You get to meet all these people. Like, how does that feel just to be able to get that love back from all these fans?
Oh man, it's nuts. I mean, I think we've talked about this before in the past, but like when I was growing up as a kid, not as opposed to growing up as an adult. That was the dumbest thing I've said. I sometimes say stuff like, why did I say that? Lack of sleep, probably. But when I was a kid, we had StarCon, which was like the Star Trek, Comic-Con, but we were pretty broke, and my family, and couldn't afford to go to it. But if we had been able to go and have this community, I think I would have been a much more well-adjusted adult, because I got bullied all the time for being into Marvel, for being into Star Trek and Star Wars. I got pushed around. Also, I was in Boy Scouts, and part of nice. Did we get a? Oh yeah, hell yeah, nice. Part of being a Boy Scout in our troop was that you had to wear your uniform once a month, the first Friday of every month, for the entirety of high school, which is the last thing you want to be doing when you're trying to make friends and be cool. Oh my God, the olive green pants and the khaki tops tucked in with the handkerchief around. I was like, oh God. Like, it was like they were basically asking us to get our asses handed to us every month. And I did. I got beat up a lot by the jocks, and got bullied and pushed into lockers, the whole quintessential,
Did you not go to school with people in your own troop, or?
We did, but like there was so few of us that
Yeah.
we're not going to be seen together very much because they're doing their own thing or they're in different grades. So you're just kind of on your own, getting your ass handed to you all
It's
the
wild.
time. And
That's wild.
That's honestly why a big part of the reason why I started doing voices because it was a defense mechanism. I was like, please don't beat me up, and if you make people laugh, they're less prone to beat you up.
Yeah.
In my opinion. That's what I found anyway. So yeah, long story short, and answer your question, I think being a part of these worlds, now that I've been a fan of it for so long, it's surreal. It's the most amazing thing ever. I'm always catch myself sitting at these things. I'm like, you want to meet me? Like I'm nobody. I'm like, but because for me it's just like. I've been a fan of these things for the longest time, and I'm always shocked when people want to meet me. It's pretty wild. So yeah.
With all the things that you've gotten to do, and now knowing and sharing with everyone that you've been a fan of so many different things for so long, are there any things that maybe haven't been produced yet or haven't come out yet that you'd love to see come to the light, and maybe even you be a part of?
Well, I've played Han Solo probably 6 or 7 times now in the Star Wars universe, and I love playing him, but I want to play a new Star Wars character. A while back, I got turned on to this character named Darth Revan. I don't know if y'all know who that is, but he's sort of like half Jedi, half Sith, and I feel like that push and pull would be really fun to play. But I'm not married to, obviously, the one character. I would love to play any character in the Star Wars universe. I loved Andor. I thought that was Andor's season 1 and 2 are like standalone, some of the best Star Wars property in existence. I mean, I think it goes, for me, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, New Hope, probably, Rogue One was really good as a standalone movie. Andor's really good, though, too. But, I mean, Andor was, definitely in the top up there, so. And we don't acknowledge the first 3. But,
And what about the last 3? Can we talk about those?
All right. I mean, I grew up in the 80s, so
Right.
for me, it's like that. Those are perfect movies to me. They're literally perfect.
Did you see them in theaters?
No. I was a little bit too young for that, but when they came out in '97,
Like the re-release and everything,
99,
yeah.
I think the re-releases were so cool, except for the additional stuff, like in the Sarlacc pit, they added all the tentacles and stuff, and
Right.
the Little Shop of Horror monster in the middle. It's like, you didn't need that. You didn't need any of that, but they added way too much stuff. Yeah.
All right, so I don't want to waste too much time. I want to play our game.
Sure.
And then we'll get to some audience questions. So I have a game prepared.
Yeah.
This is a random wheel of not only celebrity voices, but also a suggestion of what these voices are going to be saying. So is it on the screen yet, Ian? If you could throw it up there on the screen.
Jamie.
Let me know if you guys see it up there. You see it? The wheel? Oh, did Ian quit? All right, he quit. Ian quit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, boy.
All right, let me know if you see a wheel up there.
Anybody in the AV club that we can help out with this? No? We got it? No? Black screen? That's okay.
It's all right, we can play here.
There it
Yes,
is.
it's
Oh,
up.
Nice.
All right, so here we go. We've got a reel of random things, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to just click the wheel, and then you're going to go for it. So here we go. You ready? Let's play. All right, here we go. This is all right, Morgan Freeman reading a bad Yelp review of his restaurant.
Of his restaurant?
Of his restaurant.
Okay. He's a restaurateur. He owns his own restaurant?
Sure. It could be whatever type of restaurant you like.
Okay.
Wait a minute. They said the service was bad? I can't believe this. I hired the best waiters in L.A., and they're saying the service is bad. God damn them.
I don't know.
Awesome. All right, let's spin the wheel. Here we go. All right, next up we've got... All right, this is Robin Williams leading a guided meditation that gets chaotic.
Okay, well, here's what I want you to do. I want you to tap on your 3rd chakra, okay? Maybe your 4th chakra. Oh, there's so many chakras. I love them so much. Oh, I don't know.
Awesome. All right, here we go. Let's spin the wheel. And you just
come up with these scenarios?
Yeah,
too,
you
or?
just tell me whenever you want to stop.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, here we go. Robert Downey Jr. calling his bank because Jarvis overpaid his credit card.
Okay, he's not one I do normally, but because Jarvis did what now?
He overpaid his credit card.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I can't believe that I have anything like talking about this, but like yeah, Jarvis, he doesn't actually speak on my behalf. Jarvis is actually a computer program, and I want my money back. Okay, yep.
All right, nice. Yeah, I don't know. Some of these you may have not have done. I just wanted to throw some wild balls in there.
Okay,
You know?
cool.
All right, here we go. Michael Caine. Michael Caine giving life advice to TikTok influencers.
That sounds probable. All right. Well, I thought. How many of you out there have got a TikTok? One person. Only one. You're lying out there. I mean, I know there's more than one person out there that's got a TikTok. Who's got a TikTok? Be honest. That's what I thought. Now, I've got to say this one time and one time only. Why do we fall? So we can learn to pick ourselves back up again. And that's what I want you to do. Every time you fall, you pick yourself back up. Right. Yeah.
Awesome. All right. We'll do a few more. You tell me when you want to stop. All right, here we go. All right, next up we've got... Do you do George Clooney? Yeah. All right, George Clooney caught shoplifting candy at a gas station.
I'm so sorry. I think I might have put that in my pocket accidentally. I'm very... I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. That was actually not my best moment. But here's the Kit Kat bag, and I'm very sorry. Here's $2. Yeah.
Yeah, give him a break. Give him a break.
Give him a break.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Spin the wheel.
Oh, baby.
We've got... Oh, Keanu Reeves explaining TikTok to his grandma.
Yeah, so it's like this thing, right? Like kids get on there and they make funny videos, yeah? And it's really cool. They put filters on and they do dances like this. And then they, I don't know, Mom, it's great. You're gonna love it, yeah.
All right, we'll do a few more. Here we go. I'm trying to hit some of your tried and trues here. Oh, yes. All right, Liam Neeson threatening a Roomba that stole his socks.
Oh, shit.
I don't know who you are. I don't know where you're going. You're moving very slow, but I can tell that you've just eaten my socks. They're my Sesame Street socks, and I love them very much. Come back here. I will kill you. I will find you.
Awesome. All right, what do you say? One more? All right, here we go. Let's see. If you don't like it, we'll go to another one. All right, here we go. Yep. Arnold Schwarzenegger arguing with Siri about directions.
No, Siri, you don't know what you're talking about. I told you to go around here. No, I said I was going this way, not that way. What are you talking about? Now I'm merging into traffic.
That was all. Give it up for Ross Marquand, everybody. That was a lot of fun. And again, we have a million on here. I don't even know. But yeah, we'll maybe play that again another time. That was awesome, man.
Fun, thank you.
That was a lot of fun. It's so crazy how many voices you can do. And it's not only just the voice. It's also like the inflection in their voice, the mannerisms. And I know you practice a lot like in the mirror to learn all these things, yeah?
Well, I think it helps when you get into the... You have to imagine yourself being that person, and it kind of does help, you know. So,
yeah, we've talked about like other impressionists like Rich Little and people who really are. Yeah, so
good.
I mean, those are some of the people who inspired you as well, or no?
Oh yeah, I mean obviously John DiMaggio, who we've got here.
Oh
today.
I spoke to him last convention.
So good. I mean,
incredible.
Maurice LaMarche, obviously become a dear friend, and some of these guys you're like, these are some of the biggest names in the VO world, and I grew up watching like Animaniacs and Futurama, and I never thought I'd get a chance to meet these people, let alone work with them.
Right.
So for me, I geek out every time I come to these things. It's amazing. It's fun.
It's hard not to.
It is.
Because, we're meeting people and talking to people that we've been either growing up with our whole life or even, like, maybe we just learned about their project that they're working on.
Well, Jonathan Frakes was one of my favorite. He was, like, one of my role models as a kid. I watched Star Trek Next Generation religiously with my brothers, and I just thought he was the coolest guy. I was like, I want to be like that guy. And then a couple years ago at a GalaxyCon show, word got back to him from, I guess, his handler that I really wanted to meet him. And he was so sweet. He beelined it over to my table And I was like, holy crap, that's Jonathan Frakes. Why is he walking? Why is he walking toward me? And then he just couldn't have been nicer. He was just the sweetest guy. So yeah.
That's awesome, brother. Well, listen, thank you for playing my game, hanging out with me. But now, of course, we want to turn it over to our fans out in the audience. We can start lining up right now.
Let's do it.
And then we'll get as many questions as we can in the time we have. And I apologize. I will be the bad guy and cut the line off when that time comes. Hi, what's your name? What's your question?
Hello, my name is Victor Hermida, and my question is, I grew up watching The Walking Dead, and that's how I know who you are. And my question is, out of all the characters that died, which one hurts you the most having to see them leave?
Probably Daryl. You know, when he died, it was just like, oof, gut punch, you know. Oh, did you guys not know about that? That's season 3. Ugh, no. Whoopsie. No, I think, you know, even though I wasn't there for it, I would say Herschel really messed me up as a viewer because that was just, it came out of nowhere, but also knowing Scott real well in real life before he passed, it was just, he was the sweetest guy on the planet, and I hope you guys got a chance to meet him before he passed on, but he was just the nicest guy. And in addition to that, I would say Sasha. Sasha was Sonequa was one of the first people I met on the show. She and Lauren, who played Maggie, were the first people I worked with on the show, and we just had this incredible bond right away. And talk about, you know, professional and classy and such a wonderful person. So when she died, hopefully this isn't a spoiler, but that was like 10 years ago. But you know, when she's in the coffin listening to the music, the entire cast was there for her. There wasn't a single cast member who wasn't there to support her, and that I think just kind of tells you the kind of person she was. And she was crying, we were crying. I mean, it was such an emotional moment. But then she went on to Star Trek, so we were all very happy for her. But that was a rough one. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for your question. All right, hi, step on up. What's your name? What's your question?
What's up, bro? Jason, good to see you again.
Good to see you.
So I always love to ask people, whether it's something you've done or something you're like working on or coming up, what is the one project that you're like, dude, I could talk about this all day. I'm really excited about it.
I mean, I think X-Men has become the show that I'm most proud of. I would love The Walking Dead. It saved my career, literally, and saved my life in so many ways. But X-Men was the show that made me want to be an actor in the first place. When that came out in 92, I want to say 92, you know, I was about 10 or 11 years old, and that show instantly became my favorite show. Yeah. And it was Cal Dodd's performance as Wolverine that made me really go, I feel something from this character. I feel a kinship. And I wanted to do that. I wanted to be like him, you know? So X-Men has been a big part of my life since I was 10 or 11. It made me get into Marvel Comics and Marvel Comic cards. I'm a big collector. I have a huge collection that my mom almost threw away a few years ago, which I would have disowned her if she did. Yeah. But it's a huge part of who I am. And so getting a chance to play Xavier and Apocalypse on that show is pretty special to me. You know, like that's one of those like pinch me moments where you're like, I could die happy now. Like, I mean, I literally, if that's the last show I ever do in my career, I'm cool with that. Like, I hope I get to work for a long time, but like if that is the last show I ever do, totally cool.
Yeah. That's awesome. Thanks, brother.
Thank you.
Great job.
Those are always my favorite stories to hear about having a fandom as a kid and then full circle moment being a part of that same project. It's like, I love that for you. That's awesome.
It very rarely happens, right? And I think, you know, Sonequa, going back to her, I mean, she mentioned that she and her family had watched the original back in the day, and it was important to her. You know, and it's cool when you see people get jazzed about the things that they were excited about as a kid.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't a kid when Walking Dead came out. I was in my 30s. But I'd been wanting to get on it for a few years, and it took me 3 tries to get on there, but I finally did after the third, and that was a blast, but nothing is compared to working in the Marvel Universe. That's been, so cool, so cool.
It is awesome, man. All right, hi, step on up.
As I say that, hey, Carl, how you
Hi.
doing? Hey, Carl. Carl. No, you got to do stuff and things. Yeah, all right. Yeah. What's in the bag, by the way? What is that?
Oh, it's a pom-pom Kieran bag.
And you got a Labubu.
Yeah.
Labubu. What do you think a Labubu sounds like? There's there's gonna be
I was thinking like the Gremlins.
Gremlins, yeah. There's gonna be a Labubu movie. You know it. You know there's gonna be a Labubu movie. Who would watch the Labubu movie? Anybody? I just learned about. I just one guy. Okay. I just learned about these things like a few weeks ago, so they're still very new to me. But I've seen them everywhere now, so they're multiplying, like the Gremlins. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, you had a
What's
question.
up,
No,
Carl?
you're good. So you've probably been asked this question a lot, but what was it like working on The Walking Dead?
It was amazing. I mean, like I said before, it would literally saved my life and my career. But I'm not gonna lie and say that it was all roses because it wasn't. Like there were some rough days. I mean, y'all live in the South. You know how it gets during this. And they were so smart to only film from late April through late November. It was like the worst possible months to do it. Like really, really hot, and then surprisingly quite cold towards the wintertime. But it was brutal. Like we were filming in the crazy heat. You're covered in mud and blood and literal ticks and no-see-ums biting up your leg. And it's not an easy show to work on, but it was fun. Like we get to kill zombies all day. I mean, it was like, who doesn't want to do that? It was a really amazing experience from that regard. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Ooh, that would be cool if they did a Marvel Zombies, and then you're part of that. Like, the ultimate crossover
They
for you.
did do Marvel Zombies, and they didn't invite me. I was
What
like,
the-
bro, it's like a no-brainer, literally,
They blew it. I like
You
that.
blew it, you guys. You had it in the bag. You could have had me, the Walking Dead, Marvel crossover that everyone wanted. They didn't know they wanted it, but I told them for years. I said, you gotta put this guy in there. He'll do it. He loves the walkers. He loves the zombies, and he loves all the things. It's crazy. Okay. They missed it. They blew it. They really blew it. They really did. Bunch of losers, believe me. Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead. You were saying, yeah. Sorry.
My name's Andrea. I've been a fan forever since you did the impressionvention on, long time. Like
I shot that on a flip cam that I got for free from my bank. It was like for like signing up for the bank. They're like, here's a flip cam.
Just flip cam alone.
Do y'all
knows how
remember
old that
flip
was.
cams?
Remember those?
Yeah. They had a little USB drive that popped out of the side. Woof. That was like 2010, I think. My God, that was a long time
so
ago.
when you went on The Walking Dead, I was like, yay!
Oh, cool. Thank you.
But what's your kryptonite impression? What's the one you cannot do?
There's
like,
two.
Do you want to?
There's two that I've really been trying for years, and I cannot get them to save my life. Ryan Gosling and Leonardo DiCaprio. For whatever reason, I can't get them down. And they both, well, Gosling's from Canada, but DiCaprio more or less grew up in LA. But like, they both have this like kind of faux New York accent kind of going on sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But even that's not quite right. I've worked so hard to get it down, and I can't.
Thank
For
you.
whatever reason, yeah. It's very sad, yeah.
You know one of my favorites that you do is John C. Riley.
Johnson, we're gonna wreck it, yeah. You know what I mean? We're gonna go on a boat later. We're gonna have broken nose. You know what I mean?
I just turned into Steve Brule from Tim and Eric whenever I do. I'm like,
You got sweet berry wine? Yep. We're gonna go on a boat later. Boat time.
sorry.
It's awesome.
Thank you.
All right, hi.
Hi, my name's Sydney. I'm living in Charleston, South Carolina at the
Ooh, I
moment.
love Charleston.
It's too hot.
It is, but it's also one of the best restaurant and bar cities in America, I think. I stand by that.
I don't.
You don't? What do you mean?
It's all Southern food, and it's not
Which is
good.
some of the best food on the planet. What are you talking about?
To each their own.
Too much what?
To each their own.
Oh, come now. Have you been to Husk?
Yes, I
Have
have.
you? Husk? Husk is one of the best restaurants in the world.
Sure.
What about the Darling? You ever been to the Darling
I have
Oyster
not.
Place? You like oysters?
I do like oysters.
You got to go to the Darling.
Okay.
Okay,
I'll
you been to
take
the
your word for
Darling?
it. No.
Go to the Darling.
I'll take
Trust
your
me.
word.
Yeah. But you don't like Husk?
So explain to the people who don't know, what is Husk?
Husk is just a really damn good, like, mid-high range restaurant, I would say, but damn good Southern food. Like butter all over everything,
That's
a lot of
what's
grits.
not good.
It's great. I love
No.
butter. Butter's great. But butter's great for you. Great for the colon.
Okay.
I'm making this.
The more you know.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
I know all the things about health and science. I have the greatest diet. I have the best diet. I'm the healthiest boy in here, believe me. Look at how strong I am. I'm such a strong boy, okay?
I love this. Here, impromptu Trump press conference about the new food pyramid.
Butter's at the top, of course. You gotta have butter on everything. It's very good for the bowels. Cleans your eye out like White Castle burgers, those sliders. You have them, you come right out. That's why they call them sliders. They're great.
I'm sorry. So Charleston's awesome. Oh, have you been to the Hunley, the submarine? Sorry, I have ADHD.
I have been to that a couple times.
Okay,
I had
y'all
a
know about
first
the
date
Hunley? It's so cool. It's the first. Well, I don't know if it was the first, but it's actually a Civil War submarine, and it can fit like what, 10 guys in it, maybe
It's
12.
tiny, I don't know.
Super, but it was bicycle powered. Like the propeller was literally bicycle powered, and these guys are in there crunched in there like an old Viking ship almost. And that's how they got around, but it helped start the Civil War, I think, right?
Something like that, I don't
Yeah, I
remember.
think they had a false flag attack that kind of started the war a little bit. Like, I think it's a pretty wild story, yeah. Anyway, I'm a history buff. Sorry, keep going. You had a question, probably.
Yeah, I know, no, you're
sorry.
good.
Sorry about that.
So between both like traditional acting and voice acting, which one do you prefer to do and why?
It's funny because I love the process of, getting into costume and being on set and living in that character and being in that world. Nothing can compare to that feeling. But at the same time, I get to play so many different characters in voiceover. Like, I get to play about 10 or 12 characters on Invincible. I play 3 characters on X-Men. Probably shouldn't have said that. That's not out yet. I didn't say which one, though. That's all right, yeah.
Delete that.
Delete that. Delete that video.
Crap. Marvel's go. They're waiting in the wings always. They know.
There's a red dot on you right now.
Yes, like, oh shit, Predator. Nah. But yeah, you just get to play so many more characters, which is awesome for someone that does a lot of voices. Like that's my dream, is to play as many people as I can. But with on camera, you're gonna walk in the room and they're gonna be like, okay, he's 6'1", certain way. This is what they're gonna judge you based on your appearance before you even open your mouth. And that's just what a casting director's job is. Their job is to literally put the right person in that job. And it's kind of limiting because you have to come with the body you come with, right? And they're just gonna judge you based on that. You're too tall, you're too short, you da-da-da. Whatever the reason is, you might not have gotten the job, not because you can't act, but because you just aren't right physically. Whereas with a voiceover, it doesn't matter what you look like. You can look like anything. As long as you can get the voice they're looking for, or listening for, right, then you can play, conceivably, tens of thousands of characters. And that's what I want to do.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. And you should go to Husk again and give it a shot. Yeah. That's great. Yeah. All right.
You're going to be the new spokesperson for Husk after this.
Husk is great. 5 stars, believe me, okay? Great guys there.
Hi. Sorry.
Hi. Is that too loud?
No, you're
No,
good.
you're good.
You can bring up the mic too if you'd like. That'd probably be helpful.
There's like a handle. You squeeze it and pull it up. There you go.
Hello.
Hello.
My name is Zimmy, and first of all, I brought a Walking Dead book. And
Nice.
first of all, have you read any of the books?
Unfortunately, I am illiterate, so
Oh.
working on it.
What
One
is the
day.
book?
I
What-
keep promising myself once I get to my 40th, and then I'm on 43 now, and I still haven't learned how to read, but I'm getting there. No, I read up until I learned that Glenn died, and then I stopped because I was like, you know what? I'm learning too much about where this story's going, and I want to be surprised as an actor and also as a viewer. So I kind of stopped after that, but I heard it's amazing how it wraps up and everything, but I kind of stopped there in the middle.
Oh yeah, it's really good. I started reading it after I watched the show, and I love seeing like all the differences between the show and the book. But my question had to do with the book, so I'm gonna switch over to a different question.
Oh, okay. Well, do you want?
If you didn't get to play Aaron, who would you want to play?
Ooh.
Did you get to read for other characters too, or no?
Well, yeah. The first time I went up, I don't remember who that character was, but the second time I read for Gareth, the leader of the Terminites, the Terminisians, the cannibals. I don't know, the Terminites? Terminites.
Like that.
I don't know. And I really liked that character, obviously being a cannibal and being a psycho is, villains are just more fun to play. So I'm bummed I didn't get it, but he got killed after 4 episodes, so probably for the best. But I would also really love to play Shane. I know people chat on Shane all the time, but like Shane was always such an interesting character to me. He's just so full of guilt and shame and Shane about all the things he's done. Hooking up with his buddy's wife, killing that guy for no good reason. I mean, like he's done a lot of things that would drive a person a little crazy. And I think you see little chinks in the armor where he's like kind of showing that he is a lot more vulnerable than we originally think. And I just thought John played him so beautifully. I really like the way he played it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was all. I'm getting the sign later by you, by the way.
Okay, great. Awesome. Yeah, thank you.
That's a great question. Hi,
Great
step
question,
on up. What's your name? What's your
Hello.
question? Hi.
Hi, my name is Corey, and I wanted to ask you about special effects. I know between Avengers Endgame and Aaron's arm on The Walking Dead, you've done a lot of effects, and I wanted to know if you prefer like practical effects or CGI or a combination of both.
I got really lucky on Avengers because by the time that was 2017 we shot that. By the time that movie was being filmed, the technology had advanced so much from when they shot Captain America: First Avenger to then. It was about 7 or 8 years in between those two. And of course, Hugo did it phenomenal. I mean, he just crushed it as Red Skull. But he had to go. I think he was in the chair for 3.5, 4 hours every morning, and then another 2.5 hours every night getting it off. And it looked incredible. Like I think it would be fun to wear that mask, from time to time, but doing that every day for months on end. I talked to Dave Bautista, a friend, and he always talks about he loves playing Drax, but you're getting that stuff on there. It takes hours and hours and hours. And you feel claustrophobic in it too, because it's obviously not your skin, it's not your body, and you're adding all these appendages. And at a certain point, whenever you got that stuff on, you just want to rip it off, but you can't because it's hundreds and it's thousands of dollars worth of stuff. But I got very lucky. By the time I got there, they just made me shave my beard, which I hated because I loved having my beard. But they made me shave my beard, and then you put dots all over the face in very specific quadrants, and you wear a head camera that sits right here. So it's like a halo that goes around, and it goes with you everywhere. You can't shake it. And then they can map out your face and take off my nose, make my skin red in my case. And it was a really easy way to work. Like all the data is in the suit. You got computer chips all over you. So it was a really freeing experience. I mean, like you didn't have to worry about where the camera was because all the data is on you. You're collecting it all the time in real time. But the arm for The Walking Dead, I'm really grateful they didn't green screen that because that was the original idea. Andy was supposed to lose his arm in the Negan lineup. Rick is supposed to be the one that punches Negan, not Daryl. So as a retaliation for that, they were going to cut Rick's arm off because that kind of happens in the comics, right? But Andrew already knew that he was going to be leaving the show to be with his family more, and the idea was originally it was going to have the nub basically from the comics, and he was going to wear a green sock. And Andy was like, I don't really know if I want to wear a green sock for the last bit of my time on the show, And they're like, oh, sorry, okay. So they were going to give it to Daryl. Daryl was going to lose his arm. And then Norman was like, well, how can I ride my motorcycle? It's like, how are you even riding a motorcycle anyway? There's no fuel anymore, dude. Like, what are you talking about? But so then Greg and the team was like, oh, yeah, you're right. So they made this like hook thing, kind of like from the comics, that would slide over the handlebar of the motorcycle, and it would be also able to draw the drawstring back of his crossbow. So they really put a lot of thought into this. And then AMC Brass got word that they were thinking about doing this, and they were like, absolutely not. The liability insurance alone would be up through the roof. And they hated the fact that Norman was on a motorcycle to begin with. The last thing they wanted to do is have a prosthetic and ride at the same time. So they said, okay, we're going to scrap that. And then they came to me and said, can we cut your arm off? And I was like, absolutely. Yes, I would love that. And they made a mold, up to about right here. It just had it in a bucket of goo for like 30, 40 minutes. Then you take it out of the bucket, they crack it, and they put the mold back together in the bucket, and they fill it up. And then that's how they were able to build the apparatus and it's made specifically to my hand. And then the other one, the mace arm, was not quite made to my specifications, so it was very tight in there. So I had to squeeze these fingers up like this to make it fit in there. Not the most comfortable thing, but it looked badass. So, yeah, I liked the practical effect a lot because it just was easy to get into that feeling of having a weapon on your arm all the time. That was cool. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we got about 10 minutes left, so we're gonna rapid fire all these questions. Hi.
Hey, my name is Cooper.
Hi,
I just wanted to know what it was like to reunite with the cast from The Walking Dead on Invincible.
Oh, awesome! The funny thing is, by the way, what are you dressed as?
Sasuke Eisen from Bleach.
Oh, I still need to see that. I've heard good things. I need to watch Bleach and Berserk, but I gotta finish Attack on Titan first. But it was cool in theory watching the show, but we never recorded together. Robert Kirkman was really keen on bringing as many of the cast as he could to his show, but unfortunately, because we're all spread out, I live in Nashville, a lot of the cast lives in New York and LA, so whenever they're available, you get them to record, but we never record together, which is a damn shame because I feel like it would help a lot with the vibe and the chemistry, but that's just not how it's done anymore, so. But yes,
Thank you.
it was cool to see. It was cool to see all the, especially Glenn, Ezekiel, Abraham, Sasha, Maggie, Morgan, everyone's on that show. Conquest is played by Jeffrey Dean Morgan, of course. It's just cool to see us have new life in this animated world. It's neat. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank
bud.
you.
Thank you.
All right. Hi.
Hello again.
How you doing?
Good, how you doing?
I'm Johnny. Wanted to ask you a question about the Red Skull and coming on to that cast. And somebody had already done the previous. Did you do your own thing, or did you try to emulate that, or how did you come across trying to, do that character on that show?
That's
or on
great.
the movie?
Well, when I got there, I thought it was going to be just a straight up voice match because that was what the audio sample they sent me was just from Captain America: First Avenger, and that's what I was coming prepared for, to just do the typical. A little bit higher pitched, very clip-sounding Captain America. There are no flags in the future, that's the voice I was gonna do because that's what I was sent. And then right as I got there, I met the Russo brothers, and they were like, "Oh no! This guy's 80 years older. He's kind of a ghost almost. He's like a phantom, and he's also broken. He has no ambition anymore. He has no." Desire to be evil, I suppose. He's just literally a guardian of the Soul Stone. His body and his soul have somehow merged with the Tesseract, and that's why he got shot into space. So they really, I can't remember if it was Joe or Anthony, but they were try to infuse a bit of Yoda into the character. And I didn't know if that meant vocally with yes. They were like, no. They just said, imagine a creature that had been around for hundreds of years and was cursed with infinite knowledge, what that does to a brain, and let's hear that in the voice. So the higher pitched, sort of, how dare you, Captain, became a much more, kind of rounded, very sad, melancholy voice. And that became the soul for a soul, that's the transition from that. So
Now you got me thinking about a Red Skull Yoda
yeah.
hybrid. That would be cool.
Sound? I'm trying to think of how that would sound, actually.
Just do Red Skull, but say everything out of order.
Yeah, find the flag, you must, Captain. Yes, I don't know. That's it. German Yoda? Would it be a German Yoda? Interesting. I got to work on that a little bit. I'll come back to you.
Sounds good.
You.
Thanks.
Thank you. And then we have our last two questions. Hi.
Hi, my name's Alex. I just wanted to ask, is there any animated roles that you've done that you'd like to transition to live action?
Oh, if I could gain 100 pounds of muscle, I would love to play Immortal on live action. I would love that. If I could throw my hat in the ring, I would freaking love that. And Robert really cast me in that because he was like, you have that big beard. You kind of look like this guy. You probably, I was like, all right, cool. But I would freaking love to play Immortal. That would be.
It can be done.
It could.
It's going to take a lot more dots.
That's true.
We can do it.
Well, I want to do it. If I'm going to do it, I want to do it for real.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I really want to go Christian Bale style and gain like 100 pounds of muscle and really do it right. That's the way to do it. I'm not going to be like Jeffrey Dean Morgan and wear a bodysuit from Watchmen. I was so bummed when I learned that. He came to set and I was like, so what was it like getting bulked out for Watchmen? He's like, oh, that was a bodysuit, man. I didn't realize. I was like, oh, no way. And we couldn't believe it. Yeah. Movie magic, Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
you very much, yeah.
All right, we have our last question. Hi.
Howie.
Hi, I'm CJ. So my question is, if you could choose one or two characters to come back to life in The Walking Dead, who would they be?
Abraham has got to be one of them. Because I feel like not only did I love working with and hanging out with Michael Cudlitz, he's become one of my best friends, and I just hated when he left because not only was his presence felt like, or his absence felt rather, because he was always like the funny man and also just professional to a T. You never heard him complain. You never heard him bitch and moan. And I think that leadership style was really valuable for us as a cast. But dang, Abraham and then, God, it's going to be a toss. I would, you know what, you're not going to like my answer maybe, but I'm going to say Shane. I really think if he had continued, I mean, they probably would have had to ostracize him and cut him out of the group entirely, but I think it would be really interesting to see where that guy would wind up. And I think he would have taken out Negan, no problem. Like, I think he would have done some really cool stuff, but yeah. Who would you like to have?
If at some random point, just Shane shows up out of nowhere.
Like he's been ostracized. Like Rick's like, you gotta leave. Like you can't be here anymore. Like get out. You screwed my wife. You did that. But like somehow he finds his way back to the pack. Like years later, I think that'd be cool. Well, that happened in season 7 with Morales. What's his name? Morales, right? Morales. Yeah. Anyway, who would you like to see back?
T-Dog and Carl.
Oh, Coral, yeah. Where's my Coral at? Where'd you go? Yeah, all right, yeah. That was the longest death on The Walking Dead. He would, 2 episodes of I promise I'm dying. I promise you I'm dying. It's taking its time, but I am dying. And Rick's like, no, you gotta go. You can stay here. Yeah, I don't know. We could have just cut out a piece of his side. They would have probably saved him if they had done the work fast enough. Because it was like a side bite, right? It was like right here. They could have saved him.
Probably could take a chunk out, yeah.
They could have saved him.
Could have done it.
They could have saved him. Anyway.
Thank you so much for your question. Thank everybody for your questions. Before we wrap things up, you have anything coming up that we can look forward to? Or that you can speak about, of course.
Yes. So X-Men Season 2 is coming up probably next year. I'm hoping sooner than later. We've been done recording that for quite some time. It just takes the animators time to do their thing, obviously, because it's done the old school way, and I really love that about that, but it just does take time. Same thing with Invincible Season 4. We've been wrapped on that for quite a while. And I can officially say this now because I think it's on the Instagram page, but Season 5 is well underway as well. It is crazy, those shows. Both of those shows are getting darker and darker. It's crazy. Pokemon Horizons is out on Netflix. And then, Descendant. It's a horror movie I did last year. Very proud of it. It's coming out in a week. So Descendant. And that's coming out soon, yeah.
And where's that? Where can they see Descendant?
Anywhere. Amazon, video on Apple TV.
Awesome.
You could watch it on a bus stop, gas station. When you refill up your gas, it'll pop up. You can buy it there. You could see it in your brain. You could use your imagination. You can. I don't know. I'm being a jackass. Yeah.
No.
Most places you can buy it. Yeah.
This has been so much fun. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. One more time, everybody, make some noise for Ross Marquand.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Ross, are you cool with taking a selfie with everybody?
Yeah, of course.
All right, cool. So come on up. We're going to be right here on the edge of the stage. And